Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. I see I'm not giving nobody no time to tune in. I see you, Angel. Blessings, sis. I know I'm kind of early today with it, but hope everybody is having a blessed and productive Saturday so far. Hopefully everybody is comfortable, relaxing. For those in the cold regions, hopefully y'all staying warm as possible, making sure y'all got everything stocked up that you need. I want to thank those who popped in the live yesterday, and I want to thank those who came into the club last night. We definitely had a good time. You know, good positive vibes, even though they try to shut down the establishment always towards the last song, but it is what it is. And yesterday morning was definitely a topic of discussion. But it was also just a fair warning to a lot of y'all that, again, you have to love yourself in order to move forward in life. You know, even if you've been in a situation where you've been around people who've always been putting you down, you never let nobody keep you down. You never let nobody break your spirit because at the end of the day, if you do that, you've already let them win. You know, and not just have loving yourself, but also making sure you're around the right people that understands what love really means, and that's on all levels. You could be my friend, but that don't necessarily mean you love me unless you're really trying to see me do good. Or you know, you can't really say you love me and you my friend if you see me moving a certain way and you don't at least try to say something. See, like I said, real friends are going to tell you when you're moving a little funny. They're going to tell you when you know they're going to just give you fair warning and heads up on certain things. They're never going to let you just crash out in life. And most of them are going to want to see you elevate. So that's the most important thing to remember. Surround yourself around those white type of individuals. If somebody calls me ugly, am I supposed to really sit there and listen to it and let it affect me? No. I still keep smiling and keep doing me. Because for one person that don't find me handsome or attractive, there will be like at least five others that like what the fuck they see. And that's what some of y'all gotta realize too. What one person might not see in you, there could be multiple people who see whatever in you. Just gotta really open your eyes to it. And that's why, that live yesterday was not just an informative live, but it was just real life. You know, and I appreciate you, Angel. Like I said, some people are going to try to take shots. Some people are going to definitely try to do anything to dampen your spirits, but you shouldn't let them. Like I said, it's more important to think about how you feel inside before you do anything else. Like I told somebody, you can't go on to love somebody or even be in a relationship with somebody if you don't even love yourself. You have to. Because how can you receive love or even give love back if you don't open yourself? And it's not saying anything wrong. It's not. Some people, like I said, self love is the most important because it builds more than just character in you. It just goes to show you that yes, you do have humanity. Yes, you are capable of having feelings and emotions and also thoughts and reactions. You know, Top of the morning, Miss Queen T. Happy Saturday. Like I said, you just got to understand that you really don't know who actually is for you if you are clouding yourself with all the negativity. If you sitting around moping around, you might have just missed out on new friendships, new networking opportunities. You can't go around thinking that the world doesn't care about you. You do have people in the world that does care about you, regardless to how you may feel. You know, there's days I felt like I was the lowest piece of shit on the earth, and it just was me feeling how I was feeling. But then it was just things throughout the day that would, that inspired me to say, you know what, I'm tripping. I need to just get away from the negative shit. You know, and a lot of times you got to get out your areas a lot of times and explore new territories and just meet new people and do new things. Sometimes that'll take your negative spirits away. But the one thing you should remember, if you feel like you can't even be around nobody at the time frame, then you need to isolate yourself and really do some self healing. You know, only you can determine when things are right. You know, but you can never force a situation. You know, you can't force people to love you if you don't love yourself. And you still can't force nobody to love you because some people are just going to genuinely hate regardless. And it don't even got to be nothing personal. You know, never give up on humanity, and never give up on mankind as a whole, because you have people who still have the mentality to be human as far as showing love and compassion. You still have people that do that, whether it's on here or off here. You know, and love isn't something that should be taken for granted neither. Because I can have all the love for you in the world, but once you cross that line, then you a dead person to me. Once you cross a certain boundary, there is no love and respect. You good as gold. And even if I don't get rid of you the way I see fit, just know you won't be around me. That's it. And if you happen to be around me, then guess what? I'm going to remove myself from the situation because I know how I get. That's why I said the days that you might not want to be around people, and then there's going to be days that you might want to be around the right people because you want to get out of that funk, and that's what you really are supposed to be doing. So like I said, you can't focus on all the negative, because if you do, now you taking away that positive energy from yourself. You know, you could be taking that energy and focusing on something that you feel you want to do, or something that you feel you need to do. Like I said, when I started this platform, I didn't know what direction I really was going to take. Like I said, I was just doing uploads. I was just going to keep it simple. And I wasn't even going to do no more uploads after I did my last one. I was just going to leave it right there because I didn't know exactly where I was going to go. And I didn't know exactly how much I would have grown anyway. And at one point, I almost thought about doing the other tactic, but then again, it don't fit my criteria. Not saying I ain't built for it, but shit, I don't need to go that route to prove that I can grow. You know, what might work for some people don't work for everybody. And what some people might not like, everybody else might like. You know, that's why I always say self-love. You know, you might have one person that's trying to tear you down to the fullest extent. And the only reason why they're tearing you down is because they've already been torn down and they don't know how to build themselves up with somebody. Always got to remember that too. You know, the ones that always try to tear you down are the ones that was already torn down, or they just see that you got something that's going and you're going to keep elevating, and they don't see no elevation in their life. So you can't be around that. Hey, every blessings. Like I said, it's just a matter of building around a like-minded people and just bringing subtlety. Even in real time, you can't be around a bunch of negative people if you're a positive person. No, because their negativeness after a while is going to wear off on you. Top of the morning, Liz. I hope there were more handstands this morning. Oh man. But like I said, there's just things that are not going to work for everybody. Like I said, one person might not find you as attractive, but you might have 5 more people or 10 more people that actually want to jump you. And they're going to jump you because they trying to get the prize. So you always got to remember that. Never let nobody stand in your way of happiness and true happiness. Yeah, I know it's too early for that, Liz. I know it's too early. Appreciate you for dropping them links, Angel. you know, and that's the one thing that is true. Some people need to realize that when you are breaking down people, you are still kind of breaking down yourself because you are breaking down bridges that you know for a fact you might need discredited, or you might have just charged at somebody the wrong way, and then guess what? Now, when you might need that person, they not want to hear it, and they would have more rights to because you already done burnt bridges and you already done made them feel a certain way. So when you feel alienated, what you think you're gonna do? That's why I say you gotta definitely have that self love, man. And this is part 2 from yesterday. I wasn't finished yesterday, but you know, had to clear the air with a few chat hopping trolls, basically. That's really about it. But it didn't deflect from the message yesterday. And it's still not deflecting today. You have to have a deep love for yourself. And that's something that's not just need to be built, but you have to maintain that. You have to keep a steady foundation around it. Even when the heaviest storms is weighing against it, if you standing firm and strong, you got your spirit high, man. Look, nobody can't tell you shit. And my thing is misery loves company, but some people don't like to be miserable. And if you're miserable, you don't need to be around nobody because your misery is now spreading to the next person. And then what kind of love or what kind of building is actually happening? That part too, Anne Marie. Some people definitely don't know how to move on. And it's sad because I feel like this. If you had your opportunity with somebody, you messed up, y'all decide to move on. Move on. Whether y'all left off on good terms or bad terms. There's nothing wrong with moving on in life. It's not the end of the world. But some people don't know how to move on because they already know they done probably fucked up their last bit of happiness and opportunity. So now, of course, I gotta try to make you miserable. No. If you messed up your own shit, you need to figure out what's wrong with you and then fix it. And then maybe you could be back in society amongst the people, Like I said, there's nothing wrong with moving on. There are plenty of other fish in the sea. That old saying. Because that is a truth. You can't revolve your life around one person. You just can't. Like I said yesterday, some of y'all are gonna have to take that time and heal before you even decide to move on and do anything in life. You can't have love for people or expect people to love you if you don't love yourself. And that's something that should be taken into consideration every day. Like I said, I'm comfortable in my skin regardless. People said good things about me, bad things about me. Some people ain't say shit at all. And honestly, none of it resonated because I honestly don't care about what people think. I care about what I think. And it's not a narcissism thinking, no. It's just if I listen to everything that everybody said, then that would be weighing in on my mind. That would stop me from doing the things that I feel are keeping me happy and keeping me sane. So therefore, no, nobody is stealing my joy. Nobody. Learned that shit years ago. Let nobody take your joy because they don't have it. You know, that's the most important thing in life. Loving yourself to the fullest. Because again, if you don't, the world ain't gonna give a fuck about you. And it shows day in and day out. You know, the healing process really starts with just you getting your time and just sitting away from everybody and just thinking. And sometimes you need to clear your mind. It's really all that is. And sometimes you might have some aggressions that's still lingering. You need to definitely find a way to channel the rest of that into something, make it a positive, and then keep pushing from there. Always build from something negative. That's one thing I learned over the years too. No matter how much negative might be around you, you can still find a way to make something positive out of everything that happens. Hey, mayhem, blessings, top of the morning, sis. For those who just tuned in, you already know, hit the like button. You know, it's just something to really think about. You know, you got to be around the right people because sometimes you might make a careless decision or you might almost make a careless decision. You can't have a bunch of yes men around you because they not going to tell you the truth. They just going to go with whatever they feel they could go with because they just following you. Hey, highly favored blessings. Happy Saturday to everybody that tuned in. You know, like I said, it's just this truthfulness right there. You know, the world is always going to be cold. The world is always going to be wicked. But that don't mean your spirit and your soul should feel that way. You know, some things you're going to be able to take with a grain of salt. Some things you're not. But that shouldn't stop you from living the life that you see is fit for you. All in all, you got to eliminate every negative cancer that you know is bringing you down. And then you got to keep building from that point. If you had a bad breakup, take the time out, heal, do what you got to do. And then you get yourself back on that dating scene or do whatever it is you do. Don't just rush to be into something if you ain't fully properly healed yourself. Because again, how can you receive the love and even give it back if your heart is just in a box and it's cold? Some things in life you can bottle up. Some things you're not going to be able to bottle up. You know, and that's why I said, you know, when it's things that's already been bottled up to a point, you're gonna have to let that out. Because if not, even when it spews out a little bit, you're gonna still have to remain in negative and anger, and it's not worth it. It's not worth putting the stress on your heart. And it definitely ain't worth putting the stress on your spirit. Like I said, just gotta definitely move around the right type of people, you know. But all in all, like I said, you can't be around somebody that doesn't love you neither. Even if they trying to say they love you, that doesn't necessarily mean they love you. See, if I love you, I would never discredit your feelings. I would never put you down. I would never make you feel like you insignificant because that's not the way a king is supposed to treat his queen. And vice versa. I wouldn't expect my queen to try to treat me like shit and I'm doing the right things. See, it's called respect and boundaries, you know? And yes, you must have that. Like some people, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you love me and you claim you love me, you shouldn't be going through. I'm just using it as an example. You shouldn't be going through my phone. I shouldn't be going through your phone. And it's not about, oh, we hiding nothing from each other. No, it's just sometimes you need a certain level of privacy because it might be something right away that you don't want to tell somebody. especially if you're trying to ease the tensions. Like it could be something along the lines of somebody could be dying that's close to y'all. Not want to tell that shit right away, especially if everybody's in a good spirit. You're gonna try to wait until you know everything is calm and then you do what you do. You know that part right there too. I could say I love you, but if I'm showing you something different, then that just goes to show you what love really is. So just got to take that into consideration. A couple things I was going to try to talk about this morning. And whatever I don't cover this morning, probably be another one this afternoon. But I'll get to that in a minute. But again, that's to all you men and women out there. Start loving yourselves. If you don't love yourself, nobody else will. You gotta love yourself enough to know that you are here for some sort of purpose. And it shouldn't be a purpose of just being a victim of casualty, a victim of war, of any of that shit. Your main goal should be consistent of building prosperity, building your family, and building a legacy. You know? And again, you never let nobody try to sell you a dream. And you definitely don't sell yourself short in life. Whatever you feel you can get it. Like, see, it's a difference when you being arrogant and you being confident. I'm confident enough to know that for every 1 or 2 people that don't like me, there's more than 10 people that like me because I'm a genuine person. And some people are not looking at the inside of you. They mostly just looking at the outside of what they think you can bring. I could have all the jewelry and the cars, but I could be a whole asshole and not give a fuck about your feelings. Or I could be the person that I don't gotta be too flashy, but I have enough common sense and decency to know how to treat somebody. You know, but like I said, it's just boundaries. If you don't have enough strength and enough love and respect in yourself, then guess what? The world ain't gonna have it for you. Like I said yesterday, I done had people in my life tell me certain things that probably would have made somebody actually believe that shit. Or probably would have drove me to drink, or probably would have drove me to be on the opposite side of what I'm on. So like I said, oh shoot, beyond the blue blessings. Yo, let's go salute my guy. I see y'all in here. My bad. But all in all, like I said, you just gotta understand this and understand this well. There's just some things in life that even when it feels like it's messed up, or it feels like you don't got it, you got it. You know, you always gotta tell yourself, you know, what's more important? My happiness and my sanity, or is it worth me just being around somebody that's going to continue to bring me down? That's the most important thing you always got to remember. You got to align yourself with like-minded people. And you also got to align yourself with people that, you know, even if y'all don't agree on everything, as long as y'all agreeing on the most important things, that's the most positive build ever. Like I said, I got some people in here I know for a fact, you know, when it's all said and done, with certain information that needs to be out there, I'll try to put it out there and present it, you know. I see you beyond the blue. I know your dancing feet was tired. You over here doing cartwheels and shit in the club, but it's all good. Oh man. But you know it's the truth though, y'all. You can't allow somebody to dictate your overall flow in life. It's pointless. You could try to give somebody advice. You could try to do simple things like that. But the one thing you can't do is allow somebody to dictate how you feel as a person. Can't allow that. You know, because at the end of the day, if you allow them to do that, then they already won. If this was a war, y'all would have lost the war because you allowed somebody to take their negativeness and manifest it into you. Like I said, if you're a positive person or if you're just a person that likes to be around positive shit, you can't be around a whole bunch of negative all day. Like, don't get it twisted. I could be on my nigga shit to a degree and be in certain shit, but you going to catch me like I'm doing on here. Gonna catch me either joking or just cutting and acting a fool. But I ain't gonna never take nothing personal. Like I said, I can't take nothing personal. It take a lot for me to take something personal. Top of the morning, my nigga, you already know. Oh shoot, top of the morning, L. I see you, sis. See y'all on here. Like I said, it's just a matter of being yourself all in all. Like I said, some people might not like your personality, but then you got others who do. You know, I got some people who probably don't like me because sometimes I'm always on joke time. I'm chilling, but so what? Life is short. You think I give a damn about trying to be stressed out all day, every day? Nah, I gotta deal with everyday stresses as it is now. Not gonna be coming to certain spots and just fucking up the flow because I feel the type of way. No, I'm gonna continue to be who I am, whether you like me or not. You know, top of the morning, cowgirl. I see you. See you. You know, it is the truth though. Respect yourself enough to know that if you feel like you're in a situation you shouldn't be in, get the fuck up and leave. Sorry to sound like that. You got too many people who get pushed back into the dumb shit, you know? And that's because they don't got the right people telling them the right shit. And if you got a bunch of yes men that's just gonna, oh, but I think you should just try to, then that's just gonna be another cycle that's being repeated. You know? You know, like I said, you have to look in the mirror, like I said yesterday. You gotta look in the mirror sometimes and just you gotta give yourself that pep talk if nobody else is gonna be able to give it to you. You know, you gotta look deep inside yourself and just realize what you love about yourself. And if you feel there's certain things you need to change because it's just needed to be changed, then you do what you gotta do. You know, like I said, but don't let nobody dictate how you move. You do whatever it is you feel comfortable in life doing. You make the changes that you see as fit. And if the people can't get around that, then this tells you who's your real people. Because any type of elevation, guess what? They're gonna want to see that elevation. If that's your real friend, they're gonna want to see you rise regardless. They ain't gonna want to see you crash, burn, crumble, and all that. No. Real friendship is built from foundation, you know. And if you ain't got a strong foundation, then you really ain't got nothing. That means you're gonna allow every little storm or every little natural disaster to fuck up your establishment. You know, you gotta treat life sometimes, and even when it comes to relationships, you gotta treat shit like it's a business. You don't want to see a business go belly up. You want to make sure you're getting the best possible production from your company. You know, like I said, it's just some things people are going to fail to realize. You don't necessarily have to be around somebody if they don't fucking really have your best interest. You can have love with somebody, but sometimes you gotta love people from afar. You gotta love them from a distance. You know, especially if they move in a certain way that you're not moving. You know, I can have love and respect for you, even if I disagree with certain things you're doing. I can have love and respect for you. But it's just some things I'm not going to allow around my circumference. And that's what some people have to realize. If it's certain things that you know ain't right, don't put it around you. There's no need to do that. You know, you keep yourself in the best spirits that you possibly can. And that's really about it. And if you don't love yourself, again, the world is not going to love you. That shit is going to chew you up. So you got to build that up in you. And for some of those who are going through these type of trials and tribulations, always remember, again, you are here for a reason, whether you believe it or not. And you do serve a purpose. And while you're here, you got to figure out what your purpose is and serve it right. That's it. Another thing I am going to bring up at some point, I do want to say this again. I'm going to stress this to my young fellas out there. Some of y'all have to start getting y'all shit right. And I mean, get your shit right as far as start presenting yourself like young men. Start presenting yourself like people that need to be presented in the world. Stop going out with this stupid mentality that you got to walk around with your pants sagging all day. You got to walk around just doing certain shit. Like, because people are not going to take y'all serious. Some of y'all think y'all going to get a job and you walking into establishments, pants bare off your ass and everything else. No, they're going to look at you and laugh. And that's going to be the first thing they do is make a judgment about you. Look at this hood booger trying to get a job over here. And I'm not being funny because I've seen this shit happen. I've seen one or two people thought they was going to get a job, and because of the way they was presenting themselves, I don't care if you was in a suit and tie. The fact that you still sagging like you wearing regular street clothes, that's a problem. And again, some of y'all need to pull y'all pants up because again, it's not about what the men are seeing, it's about what the women are seeing too. It's about what the kids are seeing. Let's be real. No kid want to see no grown ass man or supposed to be a grown ass man with their drawers hanging out their fucking pants. Like it's time for that part of the shit to stop. And some of y'all done got comfortable with it because some of these rappers have made that shit comfortable, made that shit like marketable. But some of y'all, if y'all know the real definition of that sagging shit, you wouldn't even do that. And if you had any real moral compass, you definitely wouldn't do that. I'm just saying, y'all, some of y'all gonna have to change the ways you live in your life. Like I said, I can't force nobody to do nothing. I ain't no vigilante and I ain't no type of nigga like that to do that. But I can give you advice. Some of y'all be trying to think that the world is coming against you. No. If you feel it's coming against you, then it's something that you're doing. And you need to change it. And some of y'all gonna have to start pulling up your pants. Have some respect, not just for yourselves, but for the people around you. Like I said, day I was on that old lady really had to tell this young boy to pull his pants up. And I didn't blame her because she's sitting down, she done been on that bus, and then it's getting crowded, and then you got two people sitting in front of you with their pants all the way damn near down to their legs. So it's like, how can you not sit here and say something to somebody? How could you not feel offended? Yeah, we smoking and we having a conversation. Shoot. Smoking that fucking kush right now. But like I said, all in all, don't let nothing I said go over your head. Some of you youngins are gonna definitely have to do a little bit better. Stop being followers and start being leaders. Like I said, that sagging pants look, it ain't a good look. And that's actually a black eye. Because it's bad enough we doing it, but then now everybody else, and this is not a race thing, everybody else is starting to do that. I've seen some white boys doing that shit. I've seen some Mexicans. I've seen a few people, and I'm not making it a race thing, but it's just truth. That type of thing right there is being promoted to the fullest again. You gotta be walking around with your pants off your ass. But then again, they making certain shit that is not even fittable for men no more. They turning men's clothes into women's clothes and vice versa. So it's like almost a lose-lose to a degree. Again, some of y'all are gonna have to change the dynamics. Yeah, some of that shit might look cool, but then again, when you really get down to the gist of it, it ain't cool. And it really ain't. And I don't understand how some of y'all don't get that. Again, you're not gonna get a job if you're walking in there with a button down and then your pants is hanging below your fucking waist. They gonna look at you, laugh, and they gonna say, "Well, we'll think about it. We'll call you back." You know, Angel, I ain't messing with you. Stop your shenanigans, you leprechaun. It's too early in the morning for your shit. Oh man, but it's truthfulness, man. You gotta understand that it's truthfulness. Like I said, you ain't gonna be able to grow in life. You ain't gonna be able to do certain things if you're not thinking. You know, another thing I've been seeing that been like kind of an eerie thing to me lately, and it's going back. Like I said, I feel like certain things in the city is going back to how it used to be. You know, because there's just so much shit that you're encountering. You was like, are you kidding me? This is supposed to be normal. Like I said, that was never cool to really walk around with your pants off your ass. Because like I said, any real person would normally tell you, you know what that stands for, you know what that symbolizes. But see, some of y'all don't give a fuck what it symbolizes because you still think you're cool. You still want to be cool. But it ain't gonna be cool when your ass trying to get a job and everybody is pushing you out the way because you're not presenting yourself the way you're supposed to present yourself. Angel, I ain't messing with you. Shut up. Angel, I'm not messing with you this morning. I think you owe me some breakfast. So I don't want to hear nothing. I need a curry lamb chop or something. Nah, Hood, but you know what it is, Hood. Come on, bro. Like me and you, come on, son. You know we wasn't really doing that shit, bro. Even back in the day, most of us wasn't. Our parents wasn't with that shit, that sagging pants shit. Yo, where you going? Pull your pants up. Nah, you good. Come on, Angel. You know you good. I'm messing with you, sis. You be cutting up half of the time, and I'll just be sitting back laughing. But for everybody that knows, like I said, come on. You got it's time to start breaking down the real, the real status of everything. You got to break it down, man. And see, even when you try to tell somebody in a nice way, some people want to get in a bag. But it was almost like I said, the situation on the bus. The boy was about to get stupid, but then there was like somebody intervened and said, "Wait a minute, bro. You can't even get crazy out your mouth because technically she's right. She was just here comfortable. Now the bus is getting crowded, and then she got two boys around her that won't pull up their pants. Nobody want to see that. Nobody wants to see that." See, that's different. See, Angel, what you talking about, that was different. And even still, that it wasn't as bad as it is now. You had a little sag, but it wasn't not to the point where you could see my cheeks, man. Like, come on. That's what I'm saying. Like, young brothers gotta stop that shit. There's some of these older folks doing that shit too. Like, I done seen some niggas in their 40s and 50s. If you don't get them skinny jeans off sagging, what's wrong with y'all niggas? What are you doing? So I'm saying, some of y'all older folks gotta be an example for these younger folks, or at least try to steer them in the right direction. You know, no, not school them or just try to make up, no, but just explain to them what's what, man. Sit down, break that down for them, man. Just certain things in life is not going to always be acceptable. That should be one of them. Like at some point, y'all niggas won't want to start pulling your pants back up because now what happens if some of y'all come across a motherfucker that was actually locked up and was actually on that type of time taking somebody's shit? You ain't thinking about that. Just saying. Angel, I ain't messing with you. It's too early in the morning. Nah, but come on now. Like, see, when Chris Cross did that backwoods shit with the pants and all of that, it wasn't super sagging. Like, it was a little, all right, you seen this, but you wasn't down to the damn kneecaps and shit like that. Come on. And even when niggas was trying to copy that style, niggas was not sagging. Like, period. They was not sagging. Just saying, you gotta have enough respect for yourself too. You have to. But see, like I said, it was cool to a degree. But see, when it was cool, that's because nobody was really sagging. It wasn't that crazy. Yeah, you seen a little box of Lime or whatever, that was it. But it wasn't to the point now where you literally walking down the street and you seeing niggas fucking cheeks and everything else in the fuck. Like, come on, bro. Even some of these dyke chicks I've seen out here. That's not nothing against y'all. But some of y'all need to stop doing that shit. Cause now I've seen some quote unquote AGs and stuff, whatever you want to call them, walking around with the pants sagging. Like, you still a girl at the end of the day. And you putting yourself in a situation you don't want to put yourself into. You know? I ain't messing with you, Angel. You know, like I said, you just gotta remember that. You know, some things is just not gonna be accepted in life. And then it's things that they are trying to push as far as an agenda that I still feel ain't normal. And that was one of those agendas that was pushed. My overall thesis of it is, how can you feel any type of anything when walking around? First of all, when it's wintertime, how the hell could you even feel comfortable walking around sagging? Especially if you in the coldest regions. I'm not trying to have no wind blow up my back nor down my crack. Fuck wrong with you? Like, come on, it's time for y'all to get a grip, man. And then guess what? When you sagging and doing all that extra shit, if something happens and you gotta run, you ain't gonna be able to run in them damn tight ass pants. You can't. And some of y'all niggas is wearing pants that we know for a fact is more designed for a female. So you gonna catch yeast infection at some point. Time for you to really like stand up, get yourselves right. Like I said, some of y'all never gonna prosper if you don't get out of that stupid mentality that's being pushed. And it is stupid mentality because you shouldn't have to sag your pants as a man. Period. Have respect for yourself. That's it. Yo, Alan, salute, my guy. Top of the top. You know, like I said, it's just something you need to think about. There's no way you're going to tell me you feel comfortable all in all walking around just sagging and not giving a damn. You know, like I said, think about the kids, think about everybody that's looking at you as a whole. You know, you got to have some sort of self respect and dignity for yourself, period. Like I said, I was never one of those following ass people. I follow what the fuck I felt was good for me. And even when I thought I was going to try that sagging shit, it don't fit well for some people. It just don't. And I couldn't see myself doing it anyway because I could, even to this day, if I thought about trying to do something, I could literally hear my mom in the back of my head saying, nigga, you better pull your pants up before you walk out of here. What's wrong with you? And that was the thing back then. Even for those who thought they was going to try to do it, you know the parents wasn't having that shit. Where you going? Pull your pants up. Just like with the girls. Where you going with that on? Go change your clothes. That's how it's supposed to be. You got to literally start breaking it down for these youngins and start showing them better. You can't expect you can't expect your child to listen to you when you're doing shit right in front of them day in and day out. And then you're encouraging it. You know, just some things you literally have to take into consideration. That it's sad when they try to push something and they try to make it seem like that's supposed to be a normal thing to do, but it's not. There's going to be a lot of trying times coming because there's a lot of things that are taking place. Like I was looking at something they was talking about. Now, since the Queen of England died, they almost went back to a stage of, I get it, you know, some of y'all always going to feel a type of way about people on the other end of the fence. But guess what? They still human beings and they still gotta live their life the way they see fit. And even though you might not agree with their logic of living, as long as they ain't, pushing an agenda on the kids and the youngins, that's supposed to be the most important thing. You let everybody live free the way they see fit. You know? That's what I'm saying. That part right there too. That's why I said it's crucial that some of y'all are gonna have to literally put your differences aside and raise these kids better. Because again, how can these kids, be the blueprint in life? How can they be the future of anything if you ain't giving them a future to really fucking look forward to? Like I said, you know, at some point you're all gonna have to learn from each other. The youngins are gonna have to learn from the old school time, like how we was doing it, and vice versa. Sometimes the older ones might learn something from the younger ones. It's a process, you know. And I think that any type of parent that's raising their kid to walk around here not giving a fuck about themselves or how they present themselves, so on and so forth, that goes to show you that their character got lost in the sauce. I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's how I feel. Because if you're a real parent, you're going to try to make sure your kid is doing the utmost and trying to be the best possible person they could be. Now, if they decide that they want to go a certain route after they turned a certain age, then the only thing you could do as a parent is just try to pray and hope that they listen or that they wake up sooner than later. It's really about it. Like I said, you got some people who believe there's certain things they should be doing with their children. And honestly, I don't believe that should be the case. And again, there's just a lot of different things that really need to change. So I said it's not just about sparking the idea, it's about bringing awareness, but also bringing back something that we kind of lost along the way, common sense. We know certain things don't make sense and don't resonate with us, so we shouldn't be accepting it. Like I said, I'm all for people living their life the way they see fit. But when you start pushing agendas on kids and young adults that's still like lost in the source and not knowing what to do, that's when that becomes a problem. That's exactly when that becomes a problem. Because in the long run, you got to understand this and understand this very well. You know, people are already going to have an idea about you by making a judgment about you, and they don't fully know you. But then again, when you're doing certain things that you know for a fact is going to have you out there looking crazy, then you know what to expect. And if you walking around here looking like you either just came out the joint or you look like you just don't care about yourself enough to love yourself, then guess what? Nobody gonna give a fuck about you. And again, for some of y'all that's doing that sagging shit, what's gonna happen in a situation where you're gonna have to run and you can't run? You're gonna be a fucking victim. Or you're gonna get caught up in some shit, you know? Yeah, that's what we was taught. And some of these schools ain't even doing that. That part right there. They used to teach us and prepare us for certain shit. They don't do that shit in school no more, but they want to promote certain shit that we know ain't normal and that ain't right. But like I said, you're forcing things on people that shouldn't be forced. And I feel sometimes that's a violation. That's a straight violation because at the end of the day, you might live a certain way, but that don't mean everybody want to see it. And I don't mean everybody should be presented that. Like I said, back in the day, they wasn't forcing certain things on us the way they forcing things on these kids in this generation now. They did. They took out a lot of things that was built for the kids to try to learn something in life. You know, they took out a lot of the educational programming as far as for after school, took away a lot of recreation, and then what we had in our areas as far as when school was out, them centers and shit is closed. So now, like I said, the kids don't have much to do besides being in the streets, being on social media, and just being around the wrong influences. You know, and once they start building shit back up for these people, I think some of this shit will cease to exist because these youngins definitely need something to do. And then, like I said, again, it goes to the adults. When you know it's certain things and you ain't getting the help you see fit from these governments and whoever else, then you got to take it upon yourself to do what you got to do. You know, and that is a setup for failure. See, like Liz, you just said something that's truthful, and I know that for a fact. I ain't been in school in God knows how long, but I know half the things that we was implementing in school, they ain't implementing it now. Because they cutting so many different programs and different things that we know for a fact would have fucking, you know, helped the youth prosper. Like I said, you don't got too many after school centers, you don't got too many learning centers, so on and so forth. So when you are eliminating things that was helping these kids try to develop not just character, but just develop, you basically setting them up for failure. See that part right there? See that part right there? That's the truth right there. That's why I put it up on that big screen. They are taking out all the important things that built us and gave us structure. And now you just promoting all sorts of BS in these schools. You got some of these schools that want the kids to use the bathrooms. And look, no boy and no girl should be in a bathroom together young. I don't give a damn. Everybody's supposed to have a certain amount of privacy. And if it's certain things that kids don't want to talk about, you can't force them or get mad at them or even call their parents. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to schools now, they trying to push so many agendas that it's not even funny. Like I said, you can't. They tell you, oh, there's no religion to be taught or to be said in the workplace or at school, but you could say in a quote unquote pledge of allegiance. Like come on. You can say God in the Pledge of Allegiance, but you can't talk about God throughout the day, or you just can't talk about certain things throughout the day. But you could promote all the fuck shit that we know for a fact is not normal and it shouldn't be tolerated. You know, I just watched a short video this morning before I left work, and I felt the type of way only because it was, I kind of felt something, but then I didn't feel it. Like I said, I am for people living their life the way they see fit. But I feel agendas should not be pushed on these kids. Let these kids be kids. When they get a certain age and you decide to break down dynamics or whatever, then you do something. While they young, let them be young. Stop telling these kids they can wake up today as Billy and go to school tomorrow as Brittany. Stop giving them those ideas and notions because that's not true. That's why I said it's just certain things we know for a fact. You are trying to literally push the bounds of normalcy. You can't do that. There's some things that's just not normal. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not a fucked up person, but I just believe certain agendas should not be pushed on the young folks at all. It's up to everybody else as an adult to choose and accept certain shit. And even some people as adults are just not going to accept certain things. And you have to understand that. because some people just have an overall moral principle about things. Majestic salute, my guy. Top of the morning, Tanya. Blessings. Hope all's well with you too. You fell asleep on me last night, baby. But you know it's the truth though. The kids ain't supposed to be worrying about certain things. They supposed to just be careless and, growing. Like I said, when you pushing certain agendas, now you fucking up their mindset. You know? Like I said, when they get a certain age and you feel you gotta break things down, then you do so. But when they kids, you try to shield them from the most hideous things possible because it right now this world is so hideous with the agendas that's being pushed on everybody that you're trying to get us to accept a lot of unnormal shit, and we can't accept it. I can respect somebody living their life and living a private life however they see fit. But when you start pushing it again on these kids, that's a problem. And you're gonna have people who are gonna stand up against that. Like I watched a short video this morning. Um, it was a transgender activist trying to go at this old guy in his store, but the old guy broke him down, and he didn't break him down the way he had to disrespect him. He broke it down for him logically. I gotta see if I find it again. If I do, I'm gonna probably leave that shit on my post, even though it's somebody else's video. But it just goes to show you. Sometimes they try so hard to push these agendas, and even some of these activists need to back the fuck off. We already gave y'all acceptance with everything that y'all trying to do and trying to be in life. But when you start pushing agendas, that's when everybody's gonna have that issue with you. And some people ain't gonna break you down. Some people ain't gonna, come at you viciously. Some people are just gonna break you down logically. And what you gonna do then? Still fight and complain? No. He basically broke you down in logic, and he told you straight up, you trying to be a woman, but you don't act like a woman and you don't speak like a woman. So you're an embarrassment right now. As much as that kind of hurt, hey, it's the truth. Like, come on. I feel like this. Be yourself. The difference between back in the day and now, like I said, there was only the gays and the lesbians and the bis. My fault. Those are the main three. Then you just added two more to the mix because they got to be a part of something. I'm sorry. This is just my views and my opinions, and this is just how I feel for educational purposes only. But I feel like this. You added two more things to the community. You added the transgenders and the queers, right? Now, like I said, back in the day, it was different. It was just some things these people was not presenting, especially around and towards the kids. And they definitely wasn't trying to plague their minds. But now you trying to push everything on TV and schools, even in the streets. You can't go not one spot without seeing something that you know you shouldn't even be seeing or that doesn't look normal. And they try to make it like it's normal, like we supposed to just always accept shit that you put it. No, there's just some things that you want to try to put in front of people that they're going to stand against. Like I said, when it comes to certain situations, at some point, it ain't going to be a race thing. It's going to be everybody standing up for the right type of things, type of movement. See it happening. No, don't get it twisted. I'm not for gay bashing, or I'm not for people going against the gays and stuff like that in a violent way. Because, like I said, they still human beings and they deserve to live their life. But what I am against is y'all pushing that damn agenda in the schools and pushing the agenda to these kids, period. That's what I stand the fuck on. So I could never find that normal. You telling this one and this one they can share the bathroom together. Make it make sense. Hey, Rachel, blessings. I see you in here since top of the morning. For those who just tuned in, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's just something that needs to be spoken about this morning. And I feel like this, and this should be a public service announcement to these schools. Y'all are allowing these other establishments to put forward a whole bunch of agendas, and you're actually going to be a part of that. And some of y'all are too stupid to even see that that's not going to be a good thing, because there's always going to be a, a uproar in the schools because some people are just wired and trained already to believe what they believe. And even some people, like I said, they could tolerate and they can accept certain people, but they can't accept the agendas that's being pushed on these youngins. So again, that's where it's always going to be a problem between the straight community and the LGBTQ community. That's just in my opinion, you know. And that's what I'm saying. They're not coming to the parents. They're not trying to at least try to tell them, well, look, we know certain things you might be uncomfortable with, but if this, that, and the third, you got to respect the parents enough. And even then, y'all don't respect the parents enough to say, well, this is what's going to be happening. If you choose to still be here, or if you still choose to have your child here, this is the things that could be happening. And if there's any type of whatever, you're more than welcome to just bring come up and see what's what, or just take your kid out to school if you need to. Like, I just had to tell this girl yesterday that was in the store, because she with her kids, and one of the kids had a black eye, but the quote unquote school she going to, the teacher had the nerve to lie and say she fell off a chair. I believe one of them kids hit her in the eye with something, because that was a whole cookie on her eye. And I told the girl, I said, listen, if I was you, I'd investigate that school and get them motherfuckers in trouble. Because you putting your kids in school to be safe, but you putting your kids in school to learn something. And you're gonna have some people who are just foul. And you're gonna have people that are not paying attention, and when something happens, these are the type of situations you get. And that's the crazy part about it. And I told homegirl, she was like, yeah, I'm already investigating, but I took this kid out to school. Like, I'm not bringing her back to school. I'm not bringing her at that school at all. Because I'm not bringing my kids there for all that shit. I'm bringing my kids to school to learn. Yo, cutthroat salute, my guy. This is what I'm saying. When it comes to certain aspects that they trying to push on people, um, at some point everybody's gonna get tired of that shit. Sorry. And for some of y'all activists out there, some people are gonna get tired of y'all shit too. Because I granted, y'all trying to push for equality, but guess what? You already got enough equality. Y'all had equality before we got legal, so make that make sense. No doubt, cutthroat. Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Like I said, it's time for certain things to start getting into initiative. We got to start taking that initiative to abolish some of the shits that they trying to put in school. And a lot of y'all parents need to start really uprising against that. Like I said, I'm all for people living their life the way they see fit, but I'm not for people pushing agendas on young kids that aren't fully developed in the mind to really make a decision on what they want. That's just how I stand on everything. Like I said, at some point it ain't gonna be a race thing. It's gonna be, we all gotta come together thing. Because it's just a minor step on certain things they already know. But that's up to the people to really decide if they gonna really stand up on it or not. And if you ain't gonna stand up on it, then you basically just a sideliner. And you're gonna continue to allow things to happen. You're gonna fall for anything that's in your sight. So just saying, there's things to think about. Do you want to continue to see the same things happening, or do you want to push for change and make something happen? And I still feel a lot of y'all need to start uprising against things that you know is immorally wrong. No way again you gonna tell me it's comfortable for you to tell a kid they could be a boy today and a girl tomorrow, and vice versa. It's just not right. And don't say, oh, it's acceptance. Yeah, we can accept them because they already are in their own truth. But then again, we don't need to accept the agendas you're trying to push in these schools. The kids are supposed to be learning. They're supposed to be growing. They're supposed to be building character. And they're supposed to be socialized amongst people. Even if they are on that side of the fence. Like I said, I done been in school with people that I knew was on the other side of the fence, but they never did anything in particular that would make us even look at them different because they were still being them. So, like I said, I'm all for acceptance to a degree, but I'm not accepting sucker shit like y'all trying to push these agendas on these kids. I'm not for it. Can't do it. You know? And that's the sad part. A lot of y'all gonna have to really start uprising as far as even if you gotta bring it to the fucking Senate seats and all this shit yourself, you gotta have to bring it. Because like I said, they're gonna keep pushing and moving agendas that's aiming for these kids. And until y'all start standing up, they're gonna give y'all a little bit of every fucking thing they can to make sure y'all lives is miserable to a degree and that y'all accept everything that they want you to accept. And that's not the way that the world works. And again, I thought this was America, people. You are free to your own thoughts and opinions. We shouldn't have to accept certain thoughts and opinions that you push out there because it ain't right. And you know it ain't right. And somewhere along the line, somebody is definitely giving the foul look to you. Like, are you kidding me? But then I know why some of them push this cycle away, pushing it because they got people in their family that they don't want it to be out there. But it's going to be out there at some point. It's just something to really think about, y'all. It's really time to start sparking the minds and ideas of people. And like I said, some of y'all just gonna have to stand up on the forefronts and do what's right. And if you ain't gonna do it, then nobody else will do it. And then guess what? We gonna have the same things being pushed day in and day out. And day in and day out, these kids are gonna be even more confused, more wrapped up. And there's some things you're trying to push, you still are not going to be able to push it because you have to make it make logical sense. Like I said, it's just some things I always feel like this. Do what you do in your life, but don't involve the kids, don't involve innocent people, period. And don't involve people that you know for a fact has a moral compass and they not going to want to hear that or see that. You live your life the way you see fit. You live your life the way you see fit in your own zone. Don't try to bring everything from your zone to the kids. Period. That is one thing I am standing on. I'm all for equality to a degree, but I'm not for the fuck shit that y'all trying to do when it comes to these young kids. These agendas and shit, they must stop. And at some point, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be in your neck, whether it's on this internet or whether it's in real time. See, I could be on your neck on either or, but it's just, I already know what it is. Y'all try to come with that, oh, but you have to. No, I don't have to accept what you tell me and what you trying to show me. I can accept the things that I know I already accepted. That's a difference. You can't force me to like something. You can't force me to be a part of something that I know I'm not a part of and that I stand against. And I stand against any type of agenda that's aiming for the kids, period. So, nope. Won't get nothing from me. Just gonna get a bad one. That's it. Like I said, it's just things you need to think about. What's more important? The well-being and the education of these kids and the growth of these kids coming into adults? Or is it more important for all these agendas to get pushed and the world get fucked up even more? That's a question that should be asked, I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody wanna give their view and opinion on something. And if not, I'm gonna just end this live in a little bit. And I'm definitely going to do another live pair today. If not, you already know Club Nate going to be lit and in full effect. So, like I said, I gave you 2 different topics this morning. Well, no, I gave you 3 different topics this morning. And all of them hit where they need to hit. See, I can sit there and give you a multitude of things, but I can also give you some solutions. I can also just give you the best advice I could give you. That's it. Exactly. Because not everybody gonna want to be involved in certain things, especially if they know it's immorally wrong. And some people will tell you off the rip, "Nah, I'm not being a part of that. I'm definitely not being a part. I'm definitely not in this. Nope, that ain't me. I'm not putting myself in something that I know I stand against. I stand against agendas, against kids, and against anybody that's trying to make some of themselves. I'm all for equality of life, but I'm not for agendas again. And at some point, if you're a parent, and for those who are standing on a battlefield to protect their homes and also just protect what they know as life and preserving it, may God continue to keep you on that strength, and may God continue to keep you fighting, because you're going to have people that's going to still try to come at you and assume that you got to go with whatever's going on. No, I didn't come out your womb when you're nutsack, because so you can't convince me to feel or be a part of anything that I don't want to be a part of. You can try to put and implant ideas in weak-minded people and lost people, but I ain't lost nor weak-minded. So again, any agenda that I feel is targeting the kids, I'm against that shit. Period. Anything that I feel might put kids in situations, I'm against that, and I'm gonna continue to be against that. I think at some point y'all all gonna have to realize that these things that are being said, they're being said for a reason. Told somebody, God forbid my channel can get clipped. You think I won't come back stronger and better? Or you think I won't just come right back? You gotta look at this face. This is a face of seriousness. This is a face that tells you nothing you say or do is gonna knock me down, but I might knock you the fuck down. And I'm gonna knock you down with knowledge, education, and awareness. And I'm gonna knock you down with some sort of building tools at some point. I do have some people that be in here back and forth. And like I said, when it comes to certain information, especially for those who live in the city, I'm gonna start putting down more things. Like I said, everybody is building off each other one way or another. And at some point, we need to build a big net for these kids and these young adults, because they shouldn't be innocent ones in the crossfire. Exactly. You see that? That right there. Before I can even get to what you just said, before I can even say it, you know, it's the truth. Live your life the way you see fit, but don't force nobody into your ideas. That's why I told people. You got some people that are cry mope about, even on here. Get certain people crying and moping about, oh, I'm tired of seeing this. I'm tired of seeing that. I'm tired of seeing channels this. But when you got people like me and a few other ones that's here that we ain't beefing, we just having real talks, conversations, and trying to have some building, you don't want to be a part of that, because you figured, well, damn, when they gonna start getting into some drama? It don't gotta be a drama on the channel for y'all to fucking be a part of something. That's a mind state that needs to stop. Yo, Quinn, salute, my guy. Yo, Quinn, you know I was about to call you a shadow hugger real quick. I was about to call you the honorary old head for a minute. You just came out of nowhere, bro. But you still my nigga, bro. Happy Saturday. And you know what's crazy? Like I told somebody, you know, growth comes in a multitude of ways. But as long as there's growth being there, that's the most important thing. That's just like having a garden. Even if everything don't grow accordingly, you could have planted everything the same way at the same time. You might just have a part of your garden where certain things didn't grow fully. You got other things that's going to grow within a small handful of time. But the main thing is growth. You want to see your garden grow. You want to see your garden continue to flourish, even when you got to peel apart things that you got to peel apart so you could make more room. Hey, most important thing is making sure that garden is complete. And that's the sad part, though. It is true. But see, this ain't that type of fucking channel. Because at the end of the day, I could take my time and go back and forth and do all this extra shit. But then guess what? When all the beefing is done, like I said before, when all the beefing is done, what is there left? Now you either got to create a new beef or you got to actually just start bringing what really brought you here, content. I think some people lost track of that too. You know, you get caught up in all that back and forth beef with shit, but guess what? That doesn't lead nowhere. That's not building. Anything that's causing more division, that's destroying. And that's showing people on here that do come on here that look, it's just giving a blueprint that them niggas can't even build on here. You don't see people building in real time. And you come on here trying to get some sort of positivity, and sometimes you can't even get that. First thing you see is some sort of drama. You're like, well, damn, it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. So I said, like I said, when it comes to this channel, you're gonna get a balance of everything. You're gonna get your serious talks, topics, and awarenesses. You're gonna get your poetry nights. Like I said, I'm gonna bring that back Thursday. I just really couldn't do nothing Thursday because it was just too much going on. And I like to be in my zone when I'm doing my thing. So shoot, even when I don't do either or, still going to either get some music or I just chopped up the people like I've been doing. It's a balance. It's called building sometimes. You don't gotta necessarily always have something to speak about. You amongst the people, you always gonna find something to talk about. You know? Like I said, you're gonna have to definitely start building barriers. I appreciate that, Quinn. Yeah, I took a step back out of my mind again, like I did, and just observed everything that I've been doing as of the last 2 years. And I see that the things I have been doing to a degree is definitely on the verge to something bigger. I don't know what, but it is what it is. That's why I said I do love what I built. I do love the fact that I brought people together from different parts of the tracks, but mostly all of them have the same things in mind. We want to see change. We definitely want to see agendas stop being pushed on the youngins, and we sick of certain shit. It's about that time to really start making them changes. Hey, Christine, blessings. Top of the morning, sis. I said it's just something to think about. At some point, it ain't going to be, like I said, a race thing. It's going to be if we standing up on the right things or we going to let the wrong things continue to happen. And some of the things that's already happening and done been implemented in these schools is wrong. It's morally wrong. It's spiritually wrong. And y'all don't see it because, again, y'all will push an agenda because you have people around you or people in your family that you want to keep on the wraps. And then you want to just, well, we should push this because this. No, you already did enough. Now it's time for y'all. You got your little equal rights and all that. It's time for y'all to stop pushing the agendas on these kids. It's one thing to educate kids, but when you pushing it on them, that's just too much. You know. That fact right there too. That's definitely a major part right there. And some people don't want to see that because, again, that's just what they're going to do. And some things I can't even consider beefing because You have a right to defend yourself and even burn somebody if you want to, especially if they are trying to either slander your name, slander your character, or even just trying to take certain things to a level that they know they shouldn't be taking. So you got all rights to clap back and do whatever. But I'm not going back and forth with you every day. Not going, I'm gonna shut you down to one good notion and keep it pushing from there. After that, I don't care about nothing else, what you say or what you do. But again, I won't even be entertaining that shit. Cause I know how to roast a nigga. Better remember that shit. I know how to roast a nigga. And will continuously roast and take 1,000 shots until you done got cooked. So choose your poison. But you ain't gonna get that other shit over here. Like I said, it's time for building. It's time for education, awareness, and all of that. And if you don't see that by now, then you ain't gonna never see shit in your life. The Bud Files was good. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I peeped that part too, Quinn. That's the truth. There's no need to speak upon people unless you really have to. Other than that, you do what you do right and you focus on what you need to focus on. Like I said, I didn't know where I was going to take my channel after I was doing these uploads because I was about to switch it up to some degree. But then again, I just thought about it. Why would I fucking switch up the program now? I can switch the program up once I start getting where I need to get. But then again, I'm going to give you a balance because this is the balance that I have in life. I'm going to have my serious moments. I'm going to have my chill out moments. And I'm just going to give you a balance. That's it. Popcorn, what's good, my guy? Top of the morning. Like I said, don't let nothing that I said go over your head. It was like 4 different topics that happened today, but guess what? The main one is the beginning. If you don't love yourself and if you don't have enough respect for yourself, the world ain't going to have that for you. And you're going to be a victim. You're going to be a prey to everything. And you basically just gave up. Love yourself enough to know that you are greater. Love yourself to know that you are one of the greatest creations on the earth, regardless. Liz, I know you heard me doing that shit the other night. So I was saying that shit come natural. Shit definitely comes natural. And some people lost the art of that. I don't gotta break you down by calling you out your name. I don't gotta come at you in any way, shape, or form. But if I'm gonna roast you, I'm gonna roast the fucking shit out you. That's it. Bring it on. Cause I done rumbled with the best. And even they done said, damn, this nigga is really special. Like, you just be coming out of nowhere with these shits. Yeah, I know. Because, like I said, if you ain't never been in any type of roasting session in your life, even amongst your real friends, your life ain't shit. That's just my opinion. Mm. That's the one thing we do. We do got jokes, but that's because it's what we do. You know, certain days is what we had to do. That's how we kept fun going sometimes when it really wasn't nothing to do. We start roasting on shit and that'd be it. Nobody took nothing personal. And we knew not to tread certain lines that would make somebody take something personal. So that's what I'm saying. It's not about what you're doing, it's how you doing it. It's really about it. That's why I said nothing that's being said, even if somebody thought to say something about me, I couldn't give a fuck about what you say. Because I could laugh at myself, joke on myself, and then turn that shit right back on you. So, hey, Hammer, blessing, sis. See y'all in here. What you peeping for, man? Them kids ain't beat you up yet. Nah, what's good, my guy? Top of the morning. You know, like I said, don't let that shit get over your heads, though. You gotta have a certain amount of love and respect for yourself, even when you on here. Like I love and respect myself, and I've only brought here what I felt I could bring here. Everything else I would not bring here because that would be the moment when I feel like I would have to literally just get off the internet and literally start running down on shit. But then again, why would I waste my freedom on my life for motherfuckers that wouldn't say it to your face in real time? You always got to remember that. You will never catch me going back and forth with nobody on here, especially some of these people I've already come. I got prior relationships with, and I still got prior relationships with. So that's not gonna happen. And then I know I got people for a fact that I talk to that won't let me go off the deep end. Because if I did go off the deep end, a lot of you quote unquote trolls would have been found and literally dragged to the center and burnt. You can take that how you want to take it, but you know there's just some things you are not going to be able to play around with. A nigga like me, we could play all day, but when you play a certain angle, you gonna get your shit clipped. That's it. I see you, Bird. I see you, Bird. You ain't getting no sleep, sis. You was on your grind. Shoot. Shout out to all the real ones in here. Blessings to all the queens in here. Y'all already know. Just had to have that morning talk with y'all because, you know, again, there's a lot of different things that we could change one way or another, even if it's the smallest step. But again, you got to have enough love and respect for yourself to make it work. Like I said, all that back and forth beefing, at some point it dies down. And if you ain't got that much beefing to begin with, it's not hard to get rid of your opposition and keep it pushing from there. Not going to waste my time going back and forth when that's not helping what the hell is going on right now. And that's not going nowhere towards no real building. Oh, okay. Okay, no doubt. I ain't know because I came up, I was like, damn, 5 hours later, y'all still up? That's what's up. I'm glad you at least got you some rest, sis, and at least you got help with that, you know. And that's the most important thing too for those who are content creators. Some of y'all, though y'all got one or two people you can trust to hold down the panel while you eat, rather you trying to rest or you just doing whatever. That's a good thing as well too, you know. That part right there, it is. But see, some people feed off that shit. I'm not feeding off that. If I feed off any negative, I'm gonna turn that shit into a positive. That's it. And again, going back and forth with somebody, especially you don't personally know, ain't in my book. You could try it, and it still ain't gonna be in my book. I see you, Christy. You over here with your you already with your dance shoes on, sis. Nah, that's all good. Top of the morning. Glad you had fun last night too. Christy out there, Angel, everybody out here burning up the dance floor. Look at y'all. Look at y'all burning up the dance floor. Can't even call y'all my go-go dancers, man. I gotta give y'all a name. I gotta give y'all all a name, man. And you have a great one as well, Bird. Glad you could tune in for a little bit. You know. Uh huh. He must have been finding somebody else in the victim because there ain't no victims over here. Ryder, you funny. Nah. This is what it is though. You know. It's really time for people to just learn. There's just some things you don't necessarily have to entertain it. You can continue to move forward the way you see fit. Even if somebody is trying to, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what people say because people can flip a narrative all they want, but it's about the truth, and the truth always does present itself. So I gonna catch me going back and forth for what? If I'm gonna go back and forth with you, we either meeting in the boxing ring or we just gonna go our separate ways. But I'm not going back and forth with you. So I said, it's time to really step up, stand up, and just use your mind and utilize what you got right now. Because the way they trying to suck up everything, including resources, it's gonna be a matter of time for everybody's in that same boat. So try to build while you can build. Try to do the best possible things you can do. Align yourself with the people that you know really got the same interest that you have, and just make things work for you. That's it. It's a few of us in this building, Quinn. But mostly everybody else I know is just from everywhere. And that's why I said that's a beautiful thing that I built. I got people from the UK, people from Australia, people from China. Probably got some people from Russia in here. You never know. That's because almost everybody is on the same tone to a degree. Because it's not just a US thing, it's a worldwide thing we need to start really like focusing on. You know? Ryder, this is what it is over here though. You know that. You know how it is, sis. And we appreciate you and we love you too. Like I said, love for the fact that you are standing up on the things you're supposed to stand up on, sis. Like I said, that should be a blueprint for some women. Don't just talk about it, be about it. But this is what I'm saying. You know, that yo popcorn. I probably got a couple people in here from that side. I know I definitely got some people from China and Japan. Already know my Australians and my UKans and everybody else. So I got people from all over the globe that's rocking with your boy because it's just genuine shit. Like I said, some people might like it, some people might not like it. You honestly think I care about what people like? Look at my face. Do I really care? Nah, I don't. It's about what I feel and what I care about. And what I feel and what I care about, what I built, as that is coming along and as it's supposed to. Everybody's able to come here. There's no vibes. Even when a dumbass troll come in once or twice, snipe, crack jokes, get the fuck up out of here, and we back to business. Like I said, everybody's able to come together, be up under one roof, and have a good time. That's the equivalent if I was literally in the club and everybody's in the club. Everybody's gonna this club would be the funnest club because there's nobody going, you ain't have to worry about no shootouts, nobody fighting in the club, none of that, because I ain't allowing that. Because that's a good way for you to get thrown out Jazzy Jeff style on your neck. Because we don't need that over here. It's not helping. Yo, Craig, salute my guy. Top of the morning. You know, like I said, it's time for a lot of us to just wake up to the realization that we got to start growing and we got to start doing what we need to do and just preserve what we can preserve because this world is going to change regardless. And there's some things that we know for a fact they are trying to push agendas for it to continuously change. But we got to keep our moral values and we just got to keep our compass where we need to keep it. No, we can't accept certain things. And certain things should never be tolerated or accepted. Like I said, I'm all for equality and all of that, but when you push agendas on these youngins, that's where I'll draw the line at. And I will be vocal about that shit, and I could care less about how you feel. I'm standing on what the fuck I'm standing on, which is principle. A core principle is you never force a kid or force any ideas on a kid. You know, yo, word. I know somebody that went back and forth with you already. Do you want to make that a third date? Did the baby get your lip this time again? Uh, but like I said, these are the type of talks you're gonna have in the morning, and you're gonna need that sometimes. And it's refreshing to get some good spirit in you sometimes. It's really about it, you know. It's time to come together for a better and a brighter future, one way or another. And if you don't take the time to realize that and grasp that, you're gonna be left behind holding the bag. Like I said, it was just something that needed to be said this morning. Maybe it resonated with some, maybe it didn't, but the main thing it got out, and it needed to be out. And again, you know, everything that was spoken about this morning did not deflect from the main thing. You have to have love and respect and dignity for yourself. And if you know it's certain things that you just not gonna allow, and there's certain things that you stand on, you must stand on. Your morals and your principles is the most important thing too that you need. You know, yeah. See that part too, Angel. It is because it's just some things they want you to try to accept, but it's not acceptable. You know, they're gonna try to keep pushing that idea until everybody say, "All right, we gonna accept it." We already accept the fact that the world ain't perfect. We already accept the fact that we have people that's on the other side of the fence that's going to remain on that side of the fence. We already have respect. We already have enough tolerance and acceptance. But we can't accept all of these agendas being pushed on these kids again. And that's something that will remain vocal in my mouth until further notice. You know, I definitely felt this was a definite good topic, though. You know, at some point, you're gonna have to really like remove these cancers from out these schools and just remove some of these plagues from around these kids. That's why I said you got to shield them the best way possible. No kid at a young age should be hearing from an adult. You can choose to be a girl tomorrow if you want to. That right there, you are confusing the child and you are definitely spreading the false seeds that don't need to be fucking spread. No, you good. You good, Angel. You good. I know where you was going with it though. You know. Yeah. Oh man, look, got you again. And got your ass again. That's what you get. But all in all, like I told somebody, and it's true. If you don't stand up for something, you're gonna fall for damn near everything these people push. And again, that type of stuff and that false narrative should not be pushed on these kids. You cannot sit here and feel comfortable as an adult telling a young boy he could be a girl tomorrow. You can't feel comfortable doing the same thing. Can't tell a girl she could be a boy. Make it make sense. Oh man, the baby done got the word again. Damn. Well, welcome to parenthood again. Yeah, you know, every child is unique, but they still got to find themselves to a degree. And like I said, some people don't even know what they fully want because they are still young. For all you know, like I said, because guess what? Just like adults go through phases in life, so do kids. A kid could be confused about something and just think that that's what they want until they fully get a chance to know who they are. You know, it's just sad though. Christy, I do that because of the truth. You got to start pushing this awareness more than anything. Like I said, while everybody's focusing on the dumb shit, you're not focusing on what's really going on. Like I said, not focused on the fact that we got a damn our debt is to the ceiling right now to a degree, and it could impact us some way somehow. Not focusing on the shortage of diesel fuel, not focusing on the things that should be focused on. But you worry about who fucking who. You worry about who's doing this. You worry about somebody's background that you don't even personally know. Y'all gotta make shit make sense on this internet, man. Like I said, there's just some things I ain't gonna be on. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Don't like what's being said here. Don't like what's being brought here. You don't have to be here. But I'm gonna be here because I'm gonna keep bringing these awarenesses. I'm gonna keep trying to bring tools of building. This is what a channel is supposed to be about. You know what the hell you moving forward towards. Can't nobody stop your momentum, or nobody can even try to fucking dictate what you do. That part too, Craig. Definitely that part right there. That's why I said, some people are going to focus on the wrong things until they see the right things, or they see that the things is moving from negative to a positive. Now they're going to want to jump ship. Oh, let me try to leech on and be a part of that. No. If you wasn't part of the growth, and if you ain't a part of the growth, you can't be a part of it now. You can't be an add-on to something that was already building. Can't do it. Not no last minute shit neither. So I tell people, when you come here, there's a balance. Because that's what I'm giving you, a balance. Not giving you what you think you're gonna get. And some of y'all not used to a person that's balanced, not just in life, but on this internet. Well, I'll be the first one to say it. I'm balanced on both ends. And there ain't nothing except for God Himself that can shake me down. Sorry. Right type of content creator here that's gonna keep bringing the shit that needs to be bought. Uh-oh, I see the other angel in the building. What's going on, sis? You know, that part right there too, Craig. That's what I'm saying. Y'all teaching these kids all the wrong things. And some of these things you were trying to incorporate and push on them is going to lead them towards the whole being active before they should be active. Kids are supposed to remain kids, period. And that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all pushing these agendas, but it wasn't pushed on you. It wasn't pushed on your parents. And it definitely wasn't. It was frowned upon way back in the day. That's why a lot of y'all stayed in the closet because y'all knew how bad the world could be. And then you got people who will accept you for being who you are, but they ain't going to accept the things you're doing and presenting to the kids. They just not going to do it. Sorry. Yo, Jeff, salute. You stupid word. Yo, realist, salute, my guy. I said some shit you just can't take lightly, and some shit you're not going to be able to take sitting down. Got to stand up for the right things you believe in and continue to move forward with the right things you believe in. Even when the world feel like it can't work, fuck out of here. You know it could work, you going to make it work. And seeing the sad part with some of y'all, you're not going to take accountability for the agendas that you pushing. But guess what? Those same agendas you trying to push on everybody else, when there's some other stuff that's added to it, now it turns back full circle on you. You're going to be upset. And then you're going to want to, oh, well, we can't tolerate this. But you was just pushing all of this. So now you can't tolerate it. Some shit is going to explode on its own. Because when there's too much evilness and there's too much of that wicked shit going on, at some point, yeah, it might spew out a little bit, but the rest of that shit implodes because at some point y'all all going to lock heads because y'all all are not going to feel a type of way about certain things that are being presented. Like I said, when it's all said and done, the only thing you can do is just try to do the best you can. But for some of y'all parents, you're gonna have to raise up and really like stand on the ball for this one. Like I said, I can respect women like Rachel and even the ones who are doing it something major or something small. You're trying to keep balance, but you also try to give these young people a chance. You know? Yo, true. Salute, my guy. Oh shoot. You know I'm about to be nosy, bro. What you eating this morning, son? Shoot. Yeah, Papa Will's a cut up, man. Shout out to Papa Will. But like I said, you build around people that just have a genuine, like I said, a genuine rapport with you. When you build around people and they spot real legit shit, how could you not want to be around the right people? Oh shoot. No doubt, Angel. Hopefully we see you later. Don't worry. Club Nate will be open tonight. you know. Yo, True, shoot. True definitely in the building. Quinn, I already know. He said I'm drinking that brown mug. What you got? Light 8 sugars in there, Quinn? you know. Yeah, we'll be seeing her. We know. But I appreciate you, Angel, for doing what you did this morning. No doubt, True. The regular morning breakfast. Shoot. I'm trying to debate on damn dinner. I just took out a pack of ground beef, and I'm trying to debate what the hell I'm gonna do with it. I definitely don't want to make tacos. I ain't got no damn taco shells. Shoot. I'm gonna figure something out later. I'm gonna figure something out later. I ain't take it out for nothing. At some point, I'm gonna use it. Hey, Ruthie, top of the morning, sis. Oh, I ain't forget about you, sis. I gotta see if I wrenched you up or not. But I got you if I didn't. Definitely good people over here. No. And I appreciate you, Angel, again. Hope you have fun. And hopefully we see you back later on. Shoot. Nah, no doubt, Quinn. That's how it is, man. Gotta drink that New York brown water early in the morning. Coffee is the breakfast of dreams. Oh man. Oh no, I know that, bro. But the main people I know for a fact is here have showed me what I don't need to fear. And even if I feel I gotta fear something, I fear the man upstairs himself. And there's nothing for me to regulate and put somebody in their place. And y'all know that already. For those who've been rocking with your boy, y'all know I will put you in your place the best way possible. I will make you hate yourself after I'm done cracking jokes on you. I'm thinking about that, Ruthie, but I don't know. Thinking about it. I did want to make some meatloaf though, but then I gotta get some extra stuff because I usually, if I make a meatloaf, it either gotta be some mac and cheese or some sort of Spanish rice or something with it. So I'm gonna figure that out. I still got part of the day to do it. We know. We see you with your little dad shoes on. We gonna see you tonight. Pancakes, bacon, steak. You just reminded me though. I do gotta get some steak. I think that's the only thing I ain't got in the freezer is some steaks. Try to get some cube steaks and some other shit too. I don't know. I'm gonna figure this shit out. I might even make a short. You know, no doubt, True. Appreciate you for tuning in and listening in, bro. Go enjoy your breakfast. And if you live later, you know I'll be somewhere in these streets. You know, but this is something that I hope everybody, will take the heart. There's just some things that we know in life is wrong, and we gotta stop accepting every day they throw at us. We have to start standing up on things we know for a fact ain't right and it ain't natural. And it don't hurt to fucking voice your opinion. It doesn't hurt to voice your truths neither. Especially when it's trying to better these young kids. They don't need to be learning adult shit at a kid age. Let the kids be kids. Stop forcing things that you know ain't naturally and morally right. But when you say stuff like this, people tend to get mad or they just, oh, you no. It's just using common sense and logic. And common sense seem to be not common no more. But I ain't one of them niggas that lost their common sense. If anything, I just gained the extra fucking sense out of nowhere. My third eye is open, so it's just things I'm not going to be conforming to. I don't care how hard y'all try to push it. Me as an adult, not going to accept it. You pushing it on kids, even people that are around me, I'm not accepting it. I will be on your neck. Period. Like I said, this time to start building better and start thinking better. And I can't say that any more clearer. You have to start standing up on all ends. Oh, you called it? All right, no doubt, True. I'll be looking out for that. I'll be looking out for the notification and shit. You know I gotta show love, man. You know, so like I said, you know, I love what I've built, and I love what's still being built. People coming from different angles and different areas that are coming together for change, one way or another, whether it's on here or whether it's in real time. And like I said, I'm proud to say that I love what I built, and I love what I'm starting to like really create. And like I said, without the real love and support, I'll probably still be shit, I'll probably still be down. Who knows? You know, but I want to prove to people too that you could come on here and build in a multitude of ways, but you just gotta do what works for you. You know, and I'd rather have a slow build than no build at all. And I'd rather have a slow but productive build than a fast build and now I gotta build up something else. You know? No doubt. You already know, True. I don't know. I'm just, I appreciate that, True. I appreciate that, G. I appreciate all of y'all. Don't get it twisted. You know, like I said, this is not a chat. This is not a therapy group. This is a family. Y'all more than welcome to come here, whether y'all pop up on the panel or whether y'all in the chats. Y'all more than welcome. Like I said, my house is open. But once I feel violated, you get violated. That's it. Other than that, be free, do what you do. Have fun. That's what you're supposed to be doing here, having fun. Even while I'm giving something serious, y'all can have y'all fun and shit. Like I said, sometimes I don't pay attention to the chat. When I do come back, I see y'all being here cutting up and having a good time. And that's the most important thing. That even makes me smile and laugh. Like I said, this is definitely a family, you know. And even people who just came on the scene see what it is. You know, I'm a different breed of person. I'm gonna be raw, uncut, in your face with certain things, but I still have a level of respect. There's just some things I refuse to promote on it. That's why sometimes I don't cam up because when I'm doing my thing, I don't need nobody to fucking see what I'm doing. I don't need the kids that might be watching to see what I'm doing. Like, that's called just showing a certain amount of respect. Sometimes you ain't gonna catch me camming up if I'm doing certain things I ain't supposed to be doing. You know, and that's why I said I built this type of thing right here because I want everybody to understand this. You could come to a channel no matter what's being bought or no matter what's being done, and it's not always a negative vibe. Some of these people have already been riding with me way before I thought about doing content. So again, it's not like I don't know some of y'all, you know? Like realest you see me around besides just Grit. Shout out to my man Grizz Moolah, man. My Brody right there. Like there been some good people I've met, not just in chats, but just moving around and shit. And they rock with your boy because at the end of the day, this is the type of thing you're gonna get. You're gonna catch me cracking up and cutting up. When it comes to them serious topics, I'm gonna be on it and I'm gonna give you my best perspective and my knowledge that I could give you. That's it. I can't be nobody else but myself. Top of the morning, my melanated brother. Again, happy Saturday to all who just pulled up. You know, but that's something you gotta understand too. You know, you could build with people, but then there's gonna be people that ain't gonna want to see that type of positive build. Yeah, that part too. You have to. But see, I'm pretty much careful because most of the people that are here, again, they know me for a minute in these streets. So same thing I do in real time. I'm not gonna align myself with people that I know ain't really on the ball. And again, not gonna be entertaining certain things that you think I'm gonna entertain on here. Because if I really feel there's an issue or anybody or anything, I wouldn't be on here talking back and forth. You know, the main people that are here, the main people that are in the circle. It ain't nothing different. Yeah, like I said, I only really had to get rid of one person out of here. And that was way, way before the counts or before this sub count or before the channel really grew. Only had to get rid of one person. Other than that, everybody else been cool and collective, whether they got a wrench or not. And they've been supporting your nigga, whether they got a wrench or not, because this is just me. You know? That's what I'm saying. Even the days we be trolling each other to a degree in here. And you know how we troll each other. We be joking on shit. But nobody never takes nothing serious. You know? Because it's the vibes that you get over here. You're supposed to have fun. Life is already too short for a whole bunch of drama. We already dealing with it day in and day out. We want to come on here and deal with it. I assume that when people come on here, they want to see entertainment, but they also want to see genuine shit. So forgive me if I'm too genuine, you know, and forgive me that I'm not going to go a route that everybody think I'm going to go. It just ain't happening. Like I said, no, don't get it twisted, because I had one or two trolls that came in here and they ain't say nothing wild or disrespectful. Actually, there's a couple trolls in here that I know for a fact came from a troll community, but they respect the platform enough to know I ain't going that far with this nigga. Because, like I said, it's not about all the dumb shit, and I'm not entertaining it. And if you ain't here for any type of build or any type of whatever, you don't need to be here. And I ain't gonna force you to stay here. As I said, different type of breed of creator. There's just some things I'm not gonna do. You got some people who cry about cash apps and shit. I ain't crying about that. If I get one, I get one. If I don't, it is what it is. I don't honestly care. There's just some things, like I said, I honestly don't care about. I just care about seeing change. I just care about people winning and succeeding, especially the people that I'm building with. Even if you're already in the midst of building, I want to see you build better, you know? Oh, that's what's up, Angel. Like I said, hopefully you have a good time out with your son and all, Definitely make sure y'all stay safe out there, you know. See things like that, you know. When you got people that raise their kids a specific way, it usually turns out in the best possible manners. You know? And that's some of the goals, Parents are going to raise the kids until they get a certain age. And then when the parents start getting old, the kids are going to have to take care of them. Like I said, supposed to be teaching each other, but also taking care of each other. You know, it's not too many people who would do that right away. I wish I could bring my mother back one more time so we could just go out and have a good time and just chop it up like mother and son would do. Same thing I said about my pops. Despite me not having too much of a strong relationship with him, I wish I could bring him back for one time and just kick it with him and at least try to just talk and figure out things that I never really got a chance to ask him. But I can't get that. So for those who are lucky, take that for granted. Angel, I ain't messing with you. Nah, you gonna need them socks over there though. Cause I ain't gonna hold you. You said it was freezing, freezing. I believe you, Angel. You know. You know, that's why I said when it comes to certain things, you're just gonna have to bring that up. You know, I'm comfortable with what I brought to this internet because you can't troll somebody who honestly don't give a fuck about your trolling. And you can't troll a real life situation thinking it's gonna break me down when that shit actually made me stronger. So you can try to be stupid about the oh yeah, your parents. So what? They still instill within me right now. And they still keeping me going. Regardless to what. You know? You know? Nah, I know that, bro. I know that part I know. But that's why I told some people. Some of y'all blessed to at least have one parent. You're blessed to have two parents. Or whoever the hell was raising you, you still blessed to have them take all that time and make sure you give back to them one way or another. You know, take every moment and try to make the best of every moment. Oh shoot, wait, you can't leave yet, Ruthie. What you making? I'm being nosy today. You might give me an idea. Oh man. And I appreciate that, Angel. You know, that is the truth though. I feel like regardless of what, I'm making my niche the way I need to make it. And some people ain't gonna know what the fuck their purpose is until later on in life. I never knew what my purpose was. I still kind of don't know what my purpose is. I think my purpose, in my opinion, was just being a hard worker and just being as real as I could be and just standing on the things that I felt I need to stand on. But then again, my purpose could be like it is right now, trying to lead a revolution or spark one. Or my purpose could just be bringing that awareness that everybody needs. Purpose could be a multitude of things. My purpose could mostly just be the glue that keeps everything together. And if it's that part, then hey, I'm happy to be a part of it. You know? Oh, no doubt, sis. No doubt. And you know we praying for your moms and everything else too. And, you know, prayers to your mother. Hopefully, God will give her that healing prayer. And you know, but you know we here for you, sis. You already know that. Like I said, this is family over here. And even when y'all going through y'all personal times, y'all might disappear. Just remember, this family is still open. This family still has open arms. This family still has a seat. You know. Oh shoot. She said I need some steaks. Hey, everybody keep bringing them steak. I think that's what we're trying to make tomorrow. But what the hell am I going to do with this ground beef? I do not want spaghetti. I'll figure it out. You know, and like I said, healing prayers to those who need it, especially those who might be in the hospital right now, just going through whatever sickness wise. You know, and prayers for those who lost people as of this year. You know, the most important thing. You know, and again, there ain't no fake shit here. You know, everybody's entitled to be themselves, express themselves the best way possible. You know, and like I said, there is no judgment here. There's only love and respect and just building. And if can't nobody respect that, then I'm gonna be checking your chin. Just gonna let you know that. And this is the most serious, calmest voice you're gonna catch me in. Other than that, we good. And I'm gonna continue to move forward. and I'm gonna continue to keep building and growing with the right people. You know, I'm thinking about meatloaf. Your kebabs sound all right, but I know mostly with the kebabs, I know mostly everybody like the lamb or the chicken shit. So I don't know. I'll figure this out. Might fuck around and make some cheeseburgers. Who knows? You know. Yeah, I might do that. I could make some dirty rice with that ground beef. Who knows? I'll figure it out. Yo, Clay, that's the crazy part. I haven't had no steak in like a couple weeks. And what I thought I was eating the other day, what I thought was steak, it wasn't even steak. I found out that shit was fucking lamb or veal. I was like, what the fuck? Come on now. You know? And that's the truth, Christy. See, you being blessed, and God is going to continue to bless you. God blesses those who actually look out for the well being of their parents, especially if their parents or even their grandparents was raising them. You know, it's always supposed to be reciprocated. They raise you until you a certain age, and then when they start getting older, you're supposed to take care of them. You know, yeah. Some people don't call it rice; they call it jollof or whatever. But it's just well, shoot, that's what some of them halal trucks will say too. They'll say jollof, and then they have the fucking thing talking about something. It's just rice. But at the end of the day, this is what's going to continue to be bought here again. And again, if nobody likes the way I'm building, if nobody likes the way my direction is going, you can take the other direction and leave out the door. Because this ain't going to be the type of channel you think you're going to come on and either take over or do anything. Because that is when you will get stopped right there with the force and you will get met with all of that fire and flare. And this face right here tells you it all. That's why I never changed the avatar. I don't care if my face has changed. Don't ever get that shit twisted. This is a face right here of seriousness, a face of love, a face of everything. It's up to you to decide if I should change my facial expression or not. And if I don't feel a type of way, you're still going to get this serious look. And don't get it twisted neither. These are the eyes of a person that don't give a fuck about your feelings if you don't give a fuck about mine. And if you can't respect me, then I can't respect you. Just that simple. But definitely go take care of your moms and everything, Christy. You know, like I said, we always here. We always got love and respect. And we do got prayers out for real. You know, you know. And God does bless those who does look right. You know. Scotland, salute my guy. What's going on? What's going on? You know. Yo, Ming, salute my guy. You know. You know. All in all, though, nothing should refrain or nothing should take away from what I've basically been saying. Have love and respect for each other, but also have love and dignity. You know, and you definitely gonna have to start just using your overall better judgment and common sense when it comes to certain things. And that's it. Spark the ideas and the revolutions and try to spark some sort of positive, regardless of what's going on. This was something like I said, just definitely wanted to build on and touch on. And who knows? It might be another open. It might be another open panel at some point today. Because at some point, I know there's going to be something that sparks me, and I'll be right on here with it. But these are the things that we're going to have to start bringing awarenesses to and start bringing real knowledge to. Because if not, we going to be lost as a source. Yo, Quinn, that's one spot. I ain't gonna lie, that's one spot. I just seen what you said. That's one good spot. It's another spot, but shit. Damn, I think the other soul food spot that I went to, it's not even in the. And I know where you at on that side. That's on the C train side, like the A and C line. You said Pacific and Ralph. I already know where you at. It's another soul food spot that I went to. I just can't remember. I think it was in Crown Heights though. I gotta remember it again, but it's been a minute since I've been in some soul food spots. And sometimes I don't do all that outside food, but sometimes you don't have the right people in there cooking the food right. And that's how some people get sick too, you know? Yeah, the style definitely do. You know what? In this one spot, damn, I hope they ain't knock it down. I think it was on the G. It was on the G line, Quinn. I don't know if you're familiar with that G line, but I remember one. I think it wasn't too far from Louis Armstrong Projects. It was a soul food spot over there. Now, that shit was rocking too. Oh, all right. Yeah, you know, shit crazy. You know, but again, like I said, just have a genuine love and respect for each other, and that's it. You know, start standing on the things you need to stand on, and start coming together for the right things. That's it. Don't worry, Liz. I got you. I got you. I got you. I don't know. I don't got you, girl. You better drive back up. You ain't that far from the city. You better come and get one of them damn cocoa bread and conditions, or get that beef patty and cocoa bread. You better stop playing, baby. Oh man. Like I said, I love what I built here. I love the people that have come together as a collective. And I love the fact that regardless to what we all learning something from each other, we building and we growing as we supposed to be building and growing. You know? Oh yeah. You wanna know what happened with Scorpio lady, I'll tell you. She tried to harass me last night. Shouts to Scorpio lady. I'm all for the women violating me, but I ain't letting no nigga violate me. That's one thing. And like I said, everybody has their own unique identity, and that's what makes everybody unique, period. Like I said, not everybody could be the same, and not everybody got to be the same either. Like I said, be yourself, continue to be yourself, especially while you're here. The whole purpose is not just, oh, we gonna be just on military time. No, we're gonna have fun and a little bit of balance and everything else that's supposed to come with it. As a channel supposed to bring to you, as a content creator is supposed to bring to you a balance. Oh man. Yo, Angel. I think she did that to everybody in here, so it is what it is. Oh man. Yeah, sometimes you ain't going. I'm telling you, yo, really. Sometimes you gotta just be scrolling shit. Like I didn't get a notification he was live, but when I checked on my screen, I said, "Oh, all right, he live. We go see what's going on." You know, ain't nobody traumatized. Guess what? You heard what I said on that panel. You don't want no problems with this young bull right here, and I'm not responsible for anything I don't need to be responsible for. Nah, but that's all I'm saying. I'll tolerate that. Tolerate that. It is all fun and love anyway, so I can't never like get any type of way or feel any type of way. You know, everybody gonna feel a type of way. Everybody gonna have a certain opinion. Hey, it is what it is. You know, that's what I'm saying. The nigga said I told you to run. I don't run from nothing. As you see, I stood on my fucking two. I stood on my 10 toes. I don't care what was being said. Don't over. Don't over guess what I said though. Don't come barking up the wrong tree. Andrew, you crazy. Yeah, he ain't gonna pop up on no damn chats. Yeah, you could. Yeah, Ryder. Guess what? That's why your dog is cat. I'll bet you that dog tore up your other sneaker, right? You want to play games, chump? We gonna do this today. Like I said, until you pop up on one of these panels, I don't think you should be trying to say anything, Ryder. Get your life, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I told you. I'm good with. I told you I'm Mayweather with this shit. Yeah, that live Quinn. That shit was funny last night though. But you know what? It was good that it happened because we made Platty laugh. I ain't see Platty. I ain't hear Platty laugh that hard in a minute. We had everybody lying. We had everybody that wasn't there laughing last night. That was the most important thing. Just showing people you could do the utmost. Nah, he played with everybody notifications. Trust me, bro. Yo, Ryder, no lie. I think somebody hit me on the back end and say, "Yo, bro, I didn't know you." One of my niggas hit me and say, "Yo, bro, I didn't know you was on live for 2 hours, son." Until you scroll down, that's the crazy part. That was the day I set the time reminder, and motherfuckers still didn't get that time reminder. Yeah, I wasn't playing with that shit. It was not playing no games. Shoot, I stand firm on my shit. I see you back, Christy. It's all good though. You know, like I said, it's the main thing. We came together and we moving together as a unit in a family. You know, and if anytime anybody has something that they might have issues with, there are people here who try to help in one way or another, whether it's on here or off here. That's the type of building I'm trying to bring. You know, enjoy yourself, Angel. Definitely enjoy yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? They fucking with all the notifications and shit, bro. Even when niggas leave, you know, it's time reminders. It don't mean shit unless you literally catching something already. You ain't gonna know somebody on live. Like I said, I ain't know the word was on for a whole hour before I looked again. I said, the fuck? Like, no notification, no nothing. Shit crazy. Lil Mario, salute my guy. Happy Saturday. And we love you too, Christy. Like I said, this is a family. So you know, anytime, even if it's personal things y'all might be going through, even if y'all gotta step away for a minute, you step away and do what you gotta do, but you still have a place in this family. Unless you did something to me, you still have a place in this family, you know? Because this is what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a tyranny. I'm not supposed to be a tyrant, dictator, none of that. I could dictate the flow of things as far as I could dictate having a balance in here, because that's what I want, a balance and a mutual understanding. But everything else, I ain't gonna be a tyrant to you. Free to do what you want. As long as you ain't fucking up the vibes. That's it. Oh man. What? Craig, what did you just say? Oh man. You know. Yeah, it was priceless because she had a good laugh up there. I know she was crying at one point. Yo, Rob, salute my guy. Yeah, nah, but we definitely, like I said, we definitely had fun last night. Like I said, doesn't matter where. If we all chilling somewhere, we gonna have fun. And even when you think you gonna be down and out, we ain't trying to hear that shit. We gonna make your ass laugh. It's probably well over an hour because, like I said, I came in an hour well after the fact. I didn't even know he was live, so she was already up there cutting up. So I don't know what was all said before I got there. you know, you know. Yeah, that's a whole fact right there. They trying to. They don't want like-minded people to come together and really build and show people the blueprint of how to do things. I'm starting to peep certain shit. And honestly, you can't stop somebody that's unstoppable. The only person that can stop me is God Himself. And He would literally have to take me out. That's it. You know. But this is what we do over here. We have love, compassion, we have fun, we have all of that. And we have deep conversations and tools to build and do whatever. So I can't go in no other direction. Even if I feel I gotta move the ship in another direction, it's gonna be in a good direction where we ain't hitting no icebergs and we ain't sinking. So that's the most important thing. So I tell people, the whole different type of content creator. And this is as real as it gets over here. If you can't accept realness, if you can't accept genuine me, then you can't accept nothing. See, that's what I'm saying, Liz. You done caught a couple lives where I had to roast some shit. You know? But I have fun with my peoples. See, like the other night, some people would try to say I was being funny against my man Kenny. Nah, this is how we do. We cut ass. That's what we do. I don't take nothing personal. Don't need to. And if I gotta take something personal, then that means there's gonna be a conflict behind that. Other than that, you ain't gonna get no conflict from me. You know, I do what I see as fit, and I also just try to do what I can continue to do, which is try to build and just try to break barriers and walls that should have been broken already. So, like I said, whatever the process is, I'm just proud to be part of it. You know, Ryder, we done had this talk yesterday morning. If you was in the live, I thought about it, but only way we gonna give you appreciation is you come in here and tell us that you finally got a job, you got out your mama's basement, that you did something with your life, that you was actually outside and not somewhere in the confines of a chair looking at internet all day. When you can do stuff like that, then I'll give you an appreciation day. Until then, there is no appreciation for retarded trolls. I have appreciation and respect for the good ones, but everybody else, kick rocks. Fuck out of here. That's how I'm gonna give them appreciation day. Come in this chat and tell me that you actually got a job. Matter of fact, I'm gonna appreciate a troll when they come in here with their own page and they on some coming back with 20 different pages. Come as you are, like the church. Come as you are. And maybe, just maybe, you might get a little appreciation. And then again, I still can't give you appreciation because it just goes to show you 24 hours in a day and you spending at least 16, maybe 22 of your hours worried about everybody else. So what time do you have the rest to make something happen for yourself? I'll wait. But you know, this is definitely how it's going to be, and this is how it's going to continue to be. And it's either you rolling with us or you getting rolled over. Sorry, I'm on that type of time. And continue to be on that type of time. And ain't nothing nobody can say or do that's going to shape me in a different direction. And if you think you got a chance to do it, take your chance. It ain't going to work though. Or, how they say it? Oh, proceed with caution and take your own risk if you feel that way. So I'm going to tell you. I don't got to say nothing else. I'll let God and everything else speak for it. So, like I said, this is just a general topic. Like I said, it's just the type of general topics you're going to get. Type of building the love you're supposed to have over here. You know? And right now, again, awareness and education needs to be the most important thing, as well as building, you know. You want to see brighter changes, you want to see a better future, you're going to have to get up and you're going to have to make something work. Doesn't matter if it's the smallest things, even if it is just teaching the kids, that's better than not doing nothing, you know. These are the type of things we're going to keep building on, like I said, you know. And I think I'm going to just try to figure out this damn. I need to try to figure out. It's almost lunchtime, and I ain't even figure out breakfast. Well, I guess it's going to be brunch right now. because I ain't making that ground beef until later. But, again, I do appreciate y'all for tuning in. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout outs to the replay gang. Shout outs to the shadow watchers that rock with your boy. Y'all already know what it is. And y'all already know every time y'all here is always love. This ain't just a damn church. This is a family. And I appreciate y'all all for riding out. Y'all ain't have to be here, but you're here. And again, this is where the humbleness comes into play. So some people need to understand that when you are humble and you just do what you got to do, you ain't really got much to worry about. Even when the world is trying to throw everything at you, man, listen, you throw that shit right back at them and keep it pushing, But I definitely will be back this afternoon. And if I don't have a topic, it will be a notification up, because who knows? The club might get open. Who knows? Club might be open early. G'd up, I'm not even sure. I honestly don't care if I do or if I don't. Like I said, I just want to build the best ways possible. And even if I thought I was or could be, that's just the beginning. Now you still got to find something to make things work, Rather, if you don't, you already know, just check the live feed and see what's what, because these niggas really be huff. I literally left the reminder last night. And then there was still some people that didn't get the notification. So I was just like, it is what it is, But definitely hope y'all all enjoy y'all Saturday. If y'all in the cold regions, again, try to keep your ass as warm as possible, because this is a unforgivable winter in some spots. And with everything rising up, including, I'm not even going to say what it is, but, just make sure you keep your body as well, as well as it could be. And again, we'll be back in here later on. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your mornings or your afternoons. And we'll definitely be back in here. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings. Oh, wait. My fault. I forgot to mention something else, y'all. Like I said, I forgot to mention something else. Tonight might be a little different when it comes to the music. Nah, you still gonna get everything, but I might actually dig in the crates on some shit. I just want to make sure that what I'm digging in the crates for, they don't try to be huff and interrupt the stream. But y'all already know, anytime the club is open, y'all in here, 6'7", salute, my guy. You late for church. I was going to tell you to play the organ, but it is what it is, bro. Whatever you miss, bro, just catch the replay, Definitely with some stuff that need to be talked about and stuff that's going to be built on, And this is what I bring here. Anything else would be uncivilized. But y'all go on, be great, and enjoy y'all days. And I'll see y'all later on this afternoon, definitely. Till the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.